Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you about malachite. So basically, malachite is Jumanji in a gemstone. This is one of the most wildfire, crazy, high energy, just wild crystals ever. And you can see that inside the pattern of the stone, let alone the stone is actually very poisonous. If you eat it, you can die. So just don't eat malachite. It's a very high copper content. You should always use it when it's not raw, because in its raw form it flakes off very easily, and like I said, it's poisonous. You don't want to get in your eyes or in your mouth. So just that's that. But malachite is one of the craziest wildfire beautiful crystals. If you see these patterns in this crystal, they indicate transformation. So I'll give you a little key point right now to make crystals easier for you guys. Anytime you see swirls or circles or just different crazy patterns in a crystal, such as charoite or different kinds of jasper, then that is an indicator for transformation. So anytime you see those wild bands and wild swirls, that tells you that this crystal is wildfire for transformation. Some crystals are more friendly about transformation, while others are more crazy. Luckily, malachite's the more crazy one about transformation. So basically, malachite is, it's not a light stone. It always, if you are very energy susceptible, then you want to use it with rose quartz because it's very intense. And that's actually one of the reasons I love it. Basically, what malachite is, people ask, oh, what about the evil eye charm? And I say, why have the evil eye charm when malachite is literally making several eyes, like alien looking eyes, in the actual stone itself? This is one of the craziest stones because anyone who sends you an evil eye, it sends the evil eye back just by looking at them. That's basically how the evil eye functions. So basically the evil eye is reflected back after the malachite is basically staring them down, and it basically sends a message that, yeah, you're going to be transformed, you're messing with the wrong person, you're messing with the wrong energy. This is a very heated energy stone. There's two best places in the world that malachite grows in the ground is in the Congo of Africa, which is a very wildfire energy, and South Africa, which is a little more mild, but they're still both fiery energies. So when people work with malachite, they'll notice a lot of emotions come up because basically, like I said, this crystal is toxic. It is venom. People will be like, oh, venom is not toxic. You know what I'm trying to say. This is a very poisonous stone. The thing is, it acts like an anti-venom. So basically, any kind of poison you have inside of you, any kind of spiritual trauma from even past lives, malachite, just by putting it over your heart chakra, look how this perfectly fits, just by putting it into the heart, over the heart chakra, it pulls out poison. Anything that's blocking you from reaching abundance, from you finding love, anything that is not becoming of you and just sitting in your heart chakra. Remember, the heart chakra embodies giving and receiving. There's two main sides to the heart chakra. There's the giving, the receiving, the pink and the green. This malachite, all malachite, talks about the green side of the heart chakra. So basically, this is a very projective stone. It's a very, very not mild stone to be working with. This is just wonderful. It's an amplifier. So make sure your energies are, make sure you're watching your energy when you're working with malachite. If you know you're going to have a bad day, don't wear the malachite. Don't take the malachite, because malachite amplifies energy like no one's business. But the good thing is, if you know you're having a good day and if you feel good and you put on the malachite, it's going to amplify all the energy, all the positivity around you by tenfold. It does not play around. It's an extreme stone. This is a crazy wildfire design stone. It basically attracts extreme abundance, extreme transformation, extreme love, just by it transforming you so you become more receptive to love. Malachite does not play. It has a knack for transforming enemies and sending back, basically Jumanji. It sends wildfire energies to people who send you the evil eye. It's just a wildfire stone to even wear, let alone as it protects you, it deflects and it deals with enemies on its own. It's just a very wildfire stone. Think about it like this. If you're trying to work with malachite and you're unbalanced, it feels like it's kind of not working with you just because it's your own energies being amplified. But the correct way to use malachite, if it's too intense, is pair it with rose quartz, pair it with kunzite, because anything next to that will calm the malachite down, so it can help do its job a little slower. But one thing you can do is, if you want to speed up accelerate the abundance, accelerate transformation, accelerate life change, because if you feel completely stuck and you're looking for some kind of transformation, then malachite and clear quartz is the best combination. This is your best friend. I recommend people to just go straight forward to do malachite and clear quartz versus the softer approach, which is clear quartz, malachite and rose quartz, but malachite does not play around. This is one of my favorite crystals ever. Like I said, I did not do notes for this video. I just love talking about malachite. I'm so amped up to talk about this crystal just because of how wonderful this crystal is. Eventually, I will have more structured videos on malachite. I said almost everything I possibly can about malachite. If I'm forgetting anything, I'll put it in the comments or I'll make it in the next video. This is just a wildfire stone. It's literally like it. You can think of it as the movie Jumanji. It's basically like the I forgot the movie. So basically, I think it's the game board or the chest or whatever, and then all these different creatures pop out of it. All these different creatures within you, within your past life, within just your subconscious mind, start popping out because you need to change, and that's what malachite helps you do. Like I said, you can see it in the patterns of the crystal. It helps you change. This is one of the most extreme stones. If I forgot anything, I'll just put it in the future videos. This is one of my favorite crystals ever. It's one of the most beautiful crystals ever. I'll tell you a quick story. When I first got the highest quality piece of malachite I ever could get my hands on through my vendor, I basically didn't believe it was real at all because there's so much fake malachite on there. You can get real malachite from my website, floridastoneman.com, but I thought the malachite was too beautiful to be true. I'm like, how can it be this beautiful? It has to be that. It has to be fake or something. I can't imagine this being real. So I took a hammer and I smashed it and the powder flew everywhere. And I'm like, oh, poisonous powder. And I just basically cleaned the room. So that wasn't very smart, but that's a quality about me. I'm very extreme. And that's why malachite is one of my favorite crystals. Like if you want to see extreme change, if you want to see extreme abundance, if you want to see just wildfire energies, you can wear malachite. I like to wear it on my... Look, I have malachite right here. I like to wear it on my left side so you receive the transformation. I'll make another video about it down the line, but left is to receive, right is to project. If you feel like you're under heavy attack, maybe within or outside of you, wear malachite on your right, and it's going to deal with enemies. It's going to transform them. It's going to send evil out. It's going to twist them, and they will not be able to get a hold of your aura because malachite is too dynamic, too transformative. When you sleep, when you go to bed, it's still acting. It's like a little router. It's like a little Wi-Fi. There's 100 little strings coming out, just dismantling negative energy, and just... It's so wildfire. Just like the place it's from in the Congo of Africa and just South Africa, in the earth it's from, the patterns, the beautiful transformations in it, just everything about malachite is so beautiful, fiery, and transformative. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. If I'm forgetting anything, because I can talk about malachite for another 10 minutes just because of my beautiful experiences with malachite. This is one of my favorite crystals ever. This is malachite, and if you have any questions, ask them. I will answer them. Have a good night, everyone. Ciao.